for some reason, I don't know, the wait times in hospital, like I just noticed that like there's a long wait time. You know, I saw this thing online that I think maybe 11K people left the hospital because of the wait time, like without even seeing a doctor or something. And then I myself have been to the hospital. I've been to like a couple of clinics here in Waterloo. And then the wait time is just long.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it is because of low personnel or maybe like the process is just, oh, we need to get this first, we need to move you here. Like, what is going on like within, honestly? Because we had this conversation last week, and then we're like, if somebody has a severe situation and they're experiencing that long wait time, anything can happen in between.
So, you want me to go?
Go.
So when it comes to the healthcare in Canada, so like in Canada the healthcare is universal. So many people, so you don't know the importance of something that you have until you do not have it. So in Canada, I feel like we could do better with the wait times and everything if the population could do better with how much they respect the healthcare system.
Okay.
So, like you mentioned, if you were severe on something, I know Canada do have wait times, but the wait times is not for something that is severe. You would definitely be seen by a doctor ASAP.
Okay.
So, one thing many Canadians don't know is the fact that when you went into the walk-in clinic or if you went into the emergency for like sneezing, a doctor that is seeing you at that hospital is $375 per hour that they're spending on you from taxpayers' money. So a majority of the time, if you bring this variable situation back to COVID, you will know that as a nurse, you will believe what I'm saying. That many people run to the hospital because they have the availability of the hospital at any given time, no matter what the situation is. You have patients coming in saying, I have this itch, I think is gonna be, then they call the C word on themselves, and it's like, you need to go and do a test. Those tests are free in Canada. They're not, if you having over 1 million people coming for those tests, they're not ordinary. So if your doctor is looking at what he thinks he's looking at to be a psoriasis or something, and there's someone with a potential actual, stuff
Yeah.
on the list, they're trying to go by severity. So as these things happen, you find that there's a more and more backlist. But then through the cracks, people with actual situation gets victim of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of this long list. During COVID, we were students at Grand River Hospital. It was the easiest time.
Yeah.
You walk into the ER and
Nobody.
you could sleep. So there is the potential to save the Canadian healthcare system when there's enough sensitization to the people, telling them the importance of coming to the doctor. But you sneeze, you have a cold. Someone will come to the hospital and say, I just cracked my finger, tear it up, I want to go back home.
I understand what you're saying, especially with regards to the healthcare. But then again, like, some people can give you a pushback and say, you know what, I pay my taxes. If I have a cord in my hand, I want to go to the hospital. Because by the time you look at, bruh, if you look at the amount, like the taxes people pay in this country, listen, if my leg is bleeding, I'm there.
So you're one of them.
No. Nah.
No, but no, you're right. If you're actually
you're
big,
right. If
I
you're
had an
bleeding, you should
accident.
be
I
at the
caught my
hospital.
finger.
Right.
Exactly.
My finger's actually like dangling.
Exactly.
I'll have to go to the hospital because I'm bleeding. As long as you're bleeding, you're losing blood. So yeah, you should go to the hospital.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying that someone is going to be like, you know what? Yeah, man, like I bruised my hand, like I just need
You want
something.
to spend your money.
Yeah, like because I'm paying taxes.
people
like,
are dying.
Government takes away 35% of my money or more. And more from groceries and
But
indirect
you're
taxes.
getting it back in many ways, though.
Right.
I mean,
So, like, yeah. So I think my question now is like, what are the ways? What can we do to prevent the wait time, like prevent increasing the wait time, like in emergency wards and stuff like that, like as citizens, basically, or as
You see people like
beneficiary
this.
for.
We need to
benefici-
eliminate people like this.
no, you cannot eliminate me. You
We need to
can't.
change your mindset.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Give
First
the
of all-
healthcare a little more respect.
So, if you
Right.
have, so my other question is like, if you have like a minor bruise or a cut, like a strain or something, where should I go to? The pharmacy, walk-in clinic?
So it depends on when it happened, on how severe it is. walk-in clinic, there's also wait times there as well, right?
Yeah, there's
And they
a
can
lot.
actually tell you to go to the hospital if they don't want to touch anything. It's usually a first aid thing, right? Knowledge. You can call telehealth as well and say, oh, I just bruised my hand. They're going to ask you, how deep is it? How painful? Are you bleeding? How much fluid? Then they'll say, okay, you know what? Do you have ice in your house? Take this, take that. They can just walk you through what to do at home without going to the hospital.
Home remedy.
Yeah.